Hello, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you are watching this. I'm Umbu Knight. Those of you who are joining me here again, thank you. Those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Grab a seat, sit back, relax, enjoy the art, and just listen to what I have to say. So, as a point of this video, this is a art concept video. So in other words, whatever I'm drawing, there is a verbal description of why I drew it like this, or why I'm drawing this, period. So, for this video, I'm talking about enchanted weapons. Specifically, enchanted weapons that use charms. Now, there are video games that have done this concept before. It's not a brand new concept. My only difference of this concept is that I try to make it a little different. What I mean by a little difference is that the details is what makes this my version of these charms a little different. So the main crux of the charms that I'm developing for spoilers for my own little webtoon comic series I'm trying to develop. Well, I am developing, but haven't posted anything up for it, so keep your ears open, keep your eyes on the horizon. I'll let you know when I get that comic series up. But in my lore, in my universe, my fantasy universe, charms have very much similar aspects to some video games and shows and movies and such. In particular, the charms hold the actual magical effect into it. Now, just to clarify, some movies and books or whatnot, they have the weapons engraved with ruins of ancient magical powers, or as like in Skyrim's case, soul gems that hold the enchantment. And like in Monster Hunter's case, decorations and charms that hold the stat buffs for your weapons and armor. Now, I'm kind of going with the latter, only because it's not really done a lot. But I do have to admit that there's not a lot of difference between what I have created to what someone else has created. However, the real big difference is that these charms, as they can evolve and be upgraded, quote unquote upgraded, for the weapons, they also need to go through a slight attunement to be equipped to a new item. Best part is, in the world, you don't have to destroy the item like in Skyrim. You don't have to destroy your weapon or armor or the charm itself to gain that ability. You just got attuned to it. However, the stronger the charm, in other words, the higher evolution and higher upgraded the charm is, the more strength you need to handle it, to control it, to utilize it. And in the lore, for my particular magical charms, you need the right formula spell. Because in my world, magic, as much as it is so fantastical with the soft core mechanics, there is one specific hardcore magic rule. If you don't know the spell, if you don't understand the spell's formula or reference to chemical formula for the spell, quote unquote, it will backfire. If you get the wrong adjectives, pronouns as a vocalization of the spell, if you get it wrong in some shape or form, the spell will backfire. The charm will either break before you can even try it again, or it might harm you or kill you in the process, in the lore of my world. And for this visual reference, I have created as two fire charms. One charm is fully evolved to the point where it looks like a sun. You will see its look in a second. And the other one, it's barely a burning ember. Now, I did get inspiration for these charms and the designs. Pretty much, the inspiration came from somewhere else. However, the lore of it is that when you upgrade these charms, they do come off in this round-shaped vial. Always this round-shaped vial, you know, like a little potion flask, like the traditional fantasy potion flask with a big bulb and a stem. Not a long stem, but good enough stem for your like your hand, fingers, two and thumb to hold on to it, drink up, or pour it into a beaker, whatnot, you know. In this particular, in my world, as when you upgrade the charms, you gotta cast the spell and enhance the wording to it to make the spell evolve, to make the spell stronger in whatever shape or form you want it to be strong, whatever shape or form you want to evolve it into. Now, there is an actual visual design of the spell's elemental abilities and its elemental properties to its own actual extra effect. When you upgrade the charm, when you upgrade the charm spells itself, the vessel melts and morphs the metals that are used to encase it. The metals are particularly copper and bronze, or brass. It's sometimes all three if you can get all three combined together. But either one of those three. Oh, it's either one of those three. Reason why? In the world, they're more closely connected to each other, you know? It's like brass, bronze, and copper. They all have some form of copper in them. Again, they're different. They are still different things in them, but you can see like little copper hues and colors into it. In my magical world, colors do represent and do a lot. They do mean a lot of different things. So when I was coloring in the sun, I was trying to get the typical sun colors of fire, yellow, orange, and such, you know. I even made a white center to give the effect of a glowing gemstone, because what you actually see, that's not the orange, is the gemstone. And it's, boom, it's evolving. The metal morphed into the shape of a artistic stylized sun. And because it morphed into that shape, this charm is fully upgraded. And as I said earlier, you can remove the charms and put them on something else. So whatever you put it onto, you're going to have some control of a fire element. It was pretty difficult to figure out how to, as you saw from the beginning, how to get these colors right. But I chose for the upgraded one to just be a flaming, bright, red, orange blade. For the lesser one, though, it's a little bit more simplistic. The lesser one, since it's not a full-blown ignited sun, it's just a regular vial. You will see that I chose not your typical colors for the gemstone inside, only because I was just wanted to put a different color in there to really, boom, stand out. But in the lore, there's actually a reason. You don't necessarily need a particular gemstone to do it, you know? Like some fantasy worlds might choose a ruby, opal, sunstone, or whatever sunstones, or whatever warm-colored gemstones to give this elemental effect that it's a red gem that's going to create fire. It's a yellow gem that's going to create fire, so on and so forth. In my case, no. But the gemstone holds the spell's formula and the essence. When it's evolved, when it's finally upgraded, the brass, the metal casing will erupt into a shape that is correspondent to the spell's actual abilities. So in this case, these weapons are fire, right? So when this charm here, the lesser charm, finally evolves, finally, boom, it will look like a sun. They're not all the same shape and design though. Matter of fact, in my world, these charms and spells, the shapes that they erupt through the metal casing, and I do mean erupts, like when they upgrade, they do have a little magical explosion, the compressment of the spell's formula into its upgraded shape. Its next upgraded shape, whatever that may be, from whatever type of spell it does, for whatever type of spell it is. And so, the visualization to show that it's a lesser form that I did here is that I gave this effect that it's nothing more than like a smoldering ethereal weapon, you know, like there's a lot of smoke coming from it, not just pure flames, no, just smoke, ash, and brimstone. The idea of it, you know, just coming around behind you, well, not behind you, but coming around off your weapon and such. So when you fight a guy or a person with these lesser weapons, if they have a lot of smoke, a lot of ash and soot coming off the weapon, magical though, it's all magical, it just means it's a lesser version of that spell, but it's still, again, you're still dealing with a flaming weapon, you're still dealing with a hot weapon here, you know? And when it's fully upgraded, like the upgraded version, it's nothing but pure fucking heat. And look, and that's pretty much it of the idea and designs that the ideas that I have for the designs of these charms. And again, some of the charms can affect the weapons in different ways. Also, just a little trivia on the side, I chose weapons that a lot of people would never choose because, again, it's too out there, it's too wild. No one's going to like this type of crap, right? Now, the inspiration of the weapons are hooded katars, K-A-T-A-R, hood, H-O-O-D-E-D. If you know what a katar is, this is its cousin with a cover for your hand or for your forearm. The proportions of them are a little bit off, I'm not going to lie. They're pretty heavy, I'm not going to lie either. So, that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really do hope you enjoyed it. And I plan to keep doing this more often, you know. Presenting videos of artworks and such and my own ideas. And present them to you. Hoping you guys like them. In any case. Thank you for watching. I hope you hit the like, subscribe button, comment, whatever you want to do, right? Till next time, be safe. And dream not of today. Bye.